Welcome to Farm Charm Chic. I'm Emily. In today's episode, I am showing you how I use my Falcon 2 Pro 60-watt laser to make some really fun fall decor items. So if you're looking to start a small business or expand your business, or maybe you just want to have a really cool tool in your arsenal of crafting abilities, this machine is amazing. And maybe you just want to hang out and craft for a few minutes and see the fun projects that I make. Either way, I'm glad that you're here. If you like crafting, DIYs, dupes, hacks, thrift flips, or just creating in general, I would love if you would consider subscribing. If you do like any of today's projects, remember to hit that thumbs up. But let's go make some DIYs. This laser might be the coolest laser that I have ever used. This is the Falcon Pro 2 60-watt laser, and at 60 watts, this has the mightiest cutting ability. It also has a 3-level adjustment beam, which means you can cut with a 22-watt, a 40-watt, or a 60-watt light beam with just one click. It also has a built-in camera for auto positioning, which makes lining up your cuts an absolute breeze. And it's perfect for small studios. The setup that it has with the option for the enclosure is amazing. You can have it indoors and it is so easy to work with. Let's go check out some of the projects that I've made. One of the things I love to use my Falcon 2 Pro 60-watt laser for is to cut out my own designs. I love to kind of keep up on the latest trends for home decor, but sometimes it's so hard to be able to go out and find the blanks that you need. And with a laser like this, you have complete creative control to personalize things. You can cut your own designs and your own shapes out. Now, I do have a more in-depth video about this laser. I'll leave a link in my description box where I do an unboxing and you can kind of see how easy it is to put together and all of that. This is more just to show you exactly how I use this laser every day in my business. I love the fact that this machine has a built-in camera for auto positioning, so I can make sure every time that my cuts turn out like this, that everything is going to fit on my sheet. When I lift the sheet up, the cutting ability is so precise, it is so mighty that you can see it cuts everything perfectly. That was all within one pass. Now I'm going to make the most darling caramel apples here. I know this trend has been super popular lately, as well as all apple decor, and so I thought I would take and show you a process that I use to make these. Now I just covered these with some spray paint to get the colors that I wanted here, and I'm using wood glue to glue these particular items together. I go back and forth between wood glue and using like a Gorilla Glue or some type of super glue, just to get the hold. It just kind of depends on what I have or what I'm feeling in the mood to use. I have found not really a preference or a difference between the two. I would love to know any tips if you have a laser or what kinds of glue that you have tried, so let me know down in the comments. Now these are cut in a layered file here, and it just is to give a little bit of a depth to the item that you're making, so that way it looks like the stick is actually sticking inside the caramel apple, so you have a layer to put on the front and the back. Now I'm just taking a little bit of fabric here to tie around the stem. It's kind of fun to dress these up however you want. I have seen so many different ways to jazz these up to be your style. And so that's what's kind of fun, is you get the hard work out of the way with the laser cutting the items out, and then you just get to play and have fun and decorate your items and embellish them in the way that you would want to, what you think would sell well for your business. Now I'm just cutting a little bit of dovetails on the end of this little fabric here. I thought this was really cute with the red and white stripe to kind of bring in that fall feel there. And then I just kind of go with the end on my fingernail here. I'm just kind of fraying that a little bit so it doesn't look like such a fresh cut. It looks kind of like it's aged or tattered or matches the torn edges of the ribbon. I have the cute little tag that was engraved with the laser that says caramel apple that I'm tying on there. Now here is what you're going to want to take a screenshot of this right here. This is natural corn cob bedding. It is what gives you the fake nuts look on these caramel apples. I've searched high and low and watched so many videos to find out what people are using for this, and this stuff is truly amazing. You can get it on Amazon. You might be able to find it at Walmart or a pet store, but I'll leave a link to it in my description box below. It comes in a very large bag. You're going to be able to do so many caramel apples to sell at your craft fair, and it looks so cute. So you can see I just put a layer of Mod Podge down. And I'm just going to dip the apple down into it. I mean, several ways that you could go about getting this on here. This is what I'm trying. It seems to work and hold up really well. So you can see I'm just sprinkling it over the top there to fill in any gaps. Make sure that that Mod Podge is completely covered with our little faux nuts, faux fake nuts, whatever we want to call them. But this stuff is absolutely amazing. It doesn't have an odor in any way. It is all organic and natural, so it's not going to bring bugs into your house or anything like that. So it is actually a really fun product to use for this. So I'm just going to follow the same steps with each of my apples here to make sure that I get them completely covered. You can cover as much or as little as sparingly as you want with these. I've been trying to think in my mind different things that you would use them for, and I could think of some cute little, the fake ice cream sundaes that you see, maybe with some fake Christmas goodies. I don't know. It'll be fun to kind of get some different ideas of what I could use this for. Now I've let this completely dry, and I'm going back in with another little layer of Mod Podge, and you can kind of see I'm putting my Mod Podge on my brush and then just kind of like softly, I don't want to brush any of the stuff that's on there off already. So I'm just kind of going in with a little bit, making a little bit of extra space, and I'm going to do a double layer of the nuts, which really brings in that three-dimensional look. And I feel like it makes it look like a lot. My daughter said she thought it looked like a little too much, so it's kind of a matter of personal preference. I thought the single layer didn't look so great, but I thought once I added that second layer on, it looked really good. Now I thought it would be fun with this bigger apple that I have here to put it in an actual treat bag. Maybe you don't want this corncob bedding falling all over your house. It hasn't really fallen off, maybe just a piece here or there just due to the nature of what it is, but this would be a really fun way to contain it and still get that really cute look that is so popular right now with the caramel apples. So I'm going to give this the same treatment by tying it with the exact same little tag and ribbon so it matches. You could have these in a set, or you could have them separately, however you wanted to sell or make and have them. I think these are beautiful. They're so cute. They're so on trend right now with this caramel apple craze that is so popular. I think these would sell so well at some type of fair or show in an Etsy store. However you wanted to do that, this machine gives you the capability to be able to create projects like this very quickly and be able to do it very precise and have so much fun inventory to add to your business. One thing I really love about this specific laser is that I have a lot of different projects that I use it for that maybe don't need the 60-watt power, but you have the capability to adjust the laser beam from a 22-watt to a 40-watt to a 60-watt. With one click on the laser, you can change it to fit your needs. Now this is sped up for the sake of the video, but this machine does cut really quickly, and it does have a built-in integrated air assist, which just means that it's blowing air at the same time that it's cutting to reduce scorching marks on your cut pieces. If you have experience working with lasers at all, you'll know that in the early version of some of the lasers, the air assist was not built in. It was an extra thing you would have to purchase, and it was not you had a lot of scorch marks on your pieces, and it was very kind of irritating or frustrating. So this eliminates that, which is great. So I'm just showing you here, this sign right here, I purchased at Hobby Lobby at 75% off. It was from their spring line. It's a very decent, substantial sized sign. It's bigger than anything that I have the capability to cut with, to cut a sign out this big. And so I always look for pieces like this that I can use as my sign blanks. And it makes it a very affordable way to make a statement piece that you can sell. So I'm just taking my putty knife and I'm going to remove this cutout here that says coffee on it, and I can save that and use it for another DIY if I wanted to, but I'm just going to use my file here and file back any residue from the glue that may be remaining on the sign, and then I just give it 2 or 3 coats of white paint to cover up everything else that's on that sign. So we're starting with a blank canvas. Once my sign is completely dry, it comes the fun part of putting all of the pieces together. I am using my ruler as a guide here to put my letters on. I will say that I was sitting down when I did this, and had I stood up, I think I would have realized I was putting them a little bit higher on the sign that I wanted, but I will live and learn, and next time when I make my sign, I will make the necessary adjustment. But I'm just using a little bit of Gorilla Glue to glue the pieces down and make sure that I have them even and everything, and it grows very quickly. And the Gorilla Glue, when you're gluing the sign pieces like this, it takes hold almost immediately, and so it goes very quickly. So your machine cuts quickly and the gluing goes quickly here putting it together. It literally, you're just waiting for paint to dry is what your biggest time constraint is when you're making these signs. But as you can see, it goes very quickly to make a statement piece that you could sell at a craft show, on your Etsy store, and it turns out beautiful. When I do glue my pieces of letters like this, I'm sorry I don't show this on camera. I have shown it in other laser videos I've done, but I just put a little glue on a paper plate, and then I'm just kind of dabbing the back of my letters in that glue, and then I will just find my place. This way I don't have a lot of seepage coming out from underneath the letters, and I just place it down there. And I will just gently, once I have it all in place, just kind of gently press it with my fingers to make sure that I get the hold that I want. And then I'm just peeling back this tape to reveal our frame here, and I just think this turns out so beautiful. I love it. Like I said, I wish I had put the hand dipped about an inch lower, but I will know for the next sign that I make, and I just think this is so beautiful and quick. But overall, I think this is a beautiful statement piece and would be a great addition to anybody's inventory for a small business that they have, or if they like to even just do some serious crafting. I think that this is a beautiful sign, perfect for fall. What do you guys think of this? Now this sign ends up being one of my favorite signs that I've made for fall. It just is so simple, but yet so beautiful and striking. Now this machine is so great for a small studio. The option of the enclosure makes it so you can use it indoors, and it has that light filtering lid, so you don't have to worry about light or smoke leakage, which is great. It has a built-in fan that's going to suck all of that smoke out and go out of a window or your studio, so you don't have to have those fumes. So I'm just giving a quick spray paint. I love that handle that I have for the spray paint. I'll try and leave a link on Amazon for one of those. It just makes it so much easier to spray paint, especially when you're doing it in such a high volume. So here's a fun tip for when you're gluing your signs together is I'm using the negative piece that we cut the letters out from to use to glue everything in, so I can get it lined up properly and get it all pieced together so there's nothing crooked or anything like that. It's literally just like putting a puzzle together. So I'm just using some Gorilla Glue to glue these pieces in. Now that I've painted the background on this, I would not choose to do wood glue on this because I think you get a better bond with the super glue or the Gorilla Glue. And so that's what I'm doing, just a little amount. You want to be very careful you don't have any seepage from the letters because it will make it hard to pull that other negative space out. But look at how cute this looks. I think this is, again, it's so simple but yet so striking. It would be so fun to customize with different colors, and so easy and a quick project to make. If you're having an upcoming craft show or something, imagine you can put several of these signs out in a day to have to add to your inventory. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video and seeing how I use my Falcon 2 Pro 60-watt laser. I love this machine. It is so fun to use both for my personal crafting and for my business. I cannot say enough great things about this company and the ease of use of their lasers. I have used a lot of different lasers, and the Falcon 2 Pro laser line is by far the best that I have used. I just love it. So if you're looking for something to take your business to the next level, or even start your business, or you just want to invest in another really amazing tool to have in your crafting arsenal, this machine has everything that you need. Again, check the links down in my description box below for more information. I really did have such a fun time creating all of these different fall DIYs. I hope that you enjoyed watching them too. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting! If you like the video that you just saw and you want to keep crafting together, here's another video that you might enjoy. And as always, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.